Good evening, guys, and happy day after Christmas to all of your sunshiny faces. It's Saturday. Happy Saturday, guys. I am currently trying to figure out, because I'm pretty sure I remember getting my sales papers. And okay, guys, I told you how on Tuesday or whatever it was, I went into that mad clean and cleaned my whole room and all that stuff. And I had a couple stacks of like sales papers. And I'll be honest, I think I ended up recycling the ones that were actually from this week, because I was almost completely sure that Valley Produce sent out a new ad, and that's what I have to go look up now on the website. Caputo's ad is actually the same ad as last week. It's just running for 2 weeks pretty much. So I don't know if we're even gonna go, because the problem is that, okay, obviously it's weird. Christmas was yesterday, and then today, which is normally the day we go to the grocery stores, we normally split our grocery shopping, do half on Friday and then half on Saturday. And since, again, it was Christmas yesterday, and like none of the stores were even open anyway, obviously weren't going to do that. And then today is just sort of like, you know, everybody's always catching up from things. Like I did a bunch of dishes today. And I actually put together a lot of my things like yesterday, but my dad put together his weight bench. And again, too, like everybody's downloading all their games and putting all their Christmas presents together and, you know, doing all that kind of stuff and getting everything actually out of the box and putting stuff actually away where it belongs, except I do still have my little stack of books that I got. I need to actually put up on that shelf right now. Other than that, I think for the most part, well, no, I still have a stack of stuff back there too, but I'll tell you guys my dilemma that I'm sort of faced with a little bit right now as to I don't know where to put some of the stuff. Like my room is not big enough to hold all the things that I have. But I got those 3 box sets of like my favorite TV series and they're big. I don't really have anywhere to put them, and like I don't know where to keep them because like I said, I don't know what else to put them on, because like these have my books on them. This has some of my books and some of my little bins up there. What I want is another shelf like that to go on this side of my room. And we looked at Menards a couple times and I can't find any actual shelves. And I looked on their app because I was trying, like they have like all of the like the closet organizer stuff, and they say that they have regular shelves in that section, but I can't find any that are just like sort of like basic like this. And I don't, like I said, I don't really know where to start and where to go, where to find them and stuff like that. And I looked in the section that I thought it would be in, and even the spot it said on their app, I can't find it. So that's like, I want to have a couple more shelves so I can put some of that stuff up there, but yeah, so I'm kind of running out of room as to I don't know where to keep everything. But anyways, so when I cleaned my room though on Tuesday or whatever, I think I ended up accidentally recycling the papers that I actually wanted to keep sales paper wise, because there's like nothing else almost sitting on my desk. And normally I keep them in this drawer. I pulled this drawer out and I had a couple sales papers that were actually from the beginning of December. And I think I pulled those out completely on accident and then recycled the right ones. All I have is the Aldi one. And I know that there was a Valley Produce one, and I'm pretty sure if I look at the ad, which I'm trying to right now, that I will be like, oh yeah, that was totally the ad from that I remember seeing. That like came to the house and everything, and now they are saying that it's just coming up as blank, that there's no weekly ad. I am going to be so confused so maybe we don't go to the stores. And I recycled even the one from last week, so I can't even check to see if it was like from last week, like it carried over for 2 weeks or something like that, like Caputo's is. And I had the Jewel one too, because I'm pretty sure that I looked at the Jewel stuff because I already added the coupons on my phone, and I just checked the actual like the sales paper today. I'm very, very confused right now. I was like, because my dad was like, yeah, I remember seeing you looking at it, and I was like, yeah, I did. And I think it was like a shortened one, but because it came on Tuesday, and that was again like several. I thought it was weird that it came too, because I was kind of thinking like they weren't gonna have anything, or like some of the stores were just gonna have a really small like ad and stuff like that. But I thought Valley Produce had like an actual full ad, and I am not seeing like anything right now. Oh, and even too, for their coupons on Valley Produce for like the deal of the week, it says that there's nothing. So I am actually completely wondering if there wasn't an ad and it was the same thing as last week, maybe. But like they don't even have anything, like I said, like a link for like the one from last week or anything like that either, like if it was running 2 weeks. So I guess what we're gonna do is just go to Jewel and to Aldi super early in the morning because we have church. The sale paper from Aldi is for the 23rd through the 29th. So it's sort of like Christmassy a little bit, I guess, but like not all the stuff in here is like for Christmas. Like I guess it is. Some of the stuff is like holiday sugar rush stuff and things like that. But like I said, I already actually added all the coupon stuff to Jewel, and Jewel sort of has like a regular ad for this week, and Aldi's is sort of like a regular ad. Now looking at it, I think I did know that Caputo's ran for 2 weeks. So it ran this, it's running like the sales are running the 16th through the 29th. But Valley Produce, I could have sworn they sent me a new ad. Like I was pretty convinced of it. But apparently not, and I'm not going to just go in there and completely wing it. So yeah, I think we'll skip those 2 stores, because again, all the stuff that was on sale last week at Caputo's we ended up getting, and I don't see a whole need of like we're out of stuff, you know, like all the butter. Honestly, we have a ton of butter and we were able to use up a lot of it from baking, so I'm pretty happy about that. Like that was one of the things that was on sale. For the most part, all of the other stuff, like I said, we kind of, you know, we got and or have. Like we don't need more pasta, which was on sale last week too, because I just got some, and like, you know, none of the meat stuff was that great of a price, and the produce stuff and things like that. So yeah, since we're working with sort of a weird week, I guess this week, I think we will just stick to Aldi and Jewel. But I'm serious, guys, that is going to bug me for forever if I like, because like I said, I recycled all this stuff, and the recycling actually got picked up today, so I have no clue. Like I said, all those the ones that I recycled are out there. I have no clue what actually came on Tuesday. Like I said, I know that all these obviously came, and I was pretty sure Jewels, but like I don't have Jewels, so I don't know. I don't know what I ended up actually keeping, and why I ended up keeping stuff from like the beginning of December, because now I just recycled all of it because it was all over like today, all those sales. So yeah, anyways, guys, I was gonna actually, honestly, I was like, oh, I'll set up the camera and record for you guys like a real quick, you know, like a sort of a list for this week, and share with you guys that, because I haven't done that in a while, sort of how I do my list real quick and all that kind of stuff. And I was like, oh, actually I only have one sale paper for this week physically, and then Jewels I guess I'm gonna have to just do online. So yeah, but that will work out most likely better. I'll have a haul for you guys of just Aldi and Jewel for tomorrow, but that should work out better because again, we have church in the morning. So and it starts at, I think it's 11 o'clock service, because normally, yeah, it runs a little bit later. So, and the Bears game starts at noon, so normally we end up missing like the very beginning to the Bears game. And so, yeah, so as long as we can get out, I'm hoping like at least, like if we're out by 8 o'clock, we'll be fine. Aldi doesn't open till 9 anyway, so Aldi, you know, we should be able to get that shopping done pretty quick, and be home probably like well before, I would say before 10 o'clock. But yeah, we should have all that shopping done before 10 o'clock, and then you will be back before church, especially since it's only 2 stores. Like when we have to go to like all 4, plus we'll probably stop in at Menards, although I don't know if they have a sale or anything like that for this, because I thought I saved that too. But I guess I didn't. No, because that one only ran until today anyway. I have no clue, guys. I don't know what I think I saved and like where any of this stuff went. So that's the problem with cleaning, guys. You clean things up to hopefully help you stay organized and find things, and sometimes you end up losing them in the process. Sometimes cleaning's not always a good thing. So yeah, but now it's weird. Jewel says that it only runs the 26th through the 1st. So theirs is gonna run until Friday. So they're not gonna have a new sale until actually the new year. So now I'm almost wondering too, should we just wait until like next weekend anyway? Because normally I go to Jewel on Friday, but Friday's New Year's Day. So, oh gosh, guys. And then on top of that too, these whole, like, the holidays, where they fell this year was really weird, because I kept thinking for the longest time last week that we were going to still have another weekend before Christmas, and I was like, no, because Christmas is on Friday. And now it's weird too, because it's the weekend, but it feels like I don't know, it just feels like it's not the weekend because it's really just the day after Christmas, but today's Saturday. Yeah, wow, that's weird. Yesterday was actually Christmas. I keep thinking that it was 2 days ago. Also too, I was talking to my dad about this. I was like, why does it feel like as soon as Christmas is over, I get into the holiday spirit like 10 times more than I actually was, where all of a sudden I'm like, let's make Christmas cookies and let's go decorate and let's go look at lights, and like, you know, I'm gonna make this whole meal plan of all this stuff that we're gonna do for Christmas and Christmas Eve and all this kind of stuff. And it's like, again, I feel like it was kind of weird because of where, you know, because like literally after like the weekend, Christmas a whole week after the weekend. So normally it's like, if it falls like earlier in the week, like it's a couple days before, you know, like Christmas is like the last time we're gonna go grocery shopping, because again, we normally go on the weekends. And so, you know, thinking that it's a whole week in between when we go, it's like some of the stuff that I was gonna get, we can't keep fresh for that long. And so I don't know, it's just really weird. But I was telling my dad that, and he's like, it's weird, I feel like that too. Like, you know, all of a sudden as soon as Christmas is over, you're like, let's put on Christmas music and let's, like, you know, go, like I said, make cookies, and let's go, you know. We never had snow this year either, which kind of stunk. It actually did snow. I showed you guys, it dusted a little bit on Christmas Eve, which was kind of nice, but like we didn't really have snow or anything. Like, I don't know, I just feel like I don't get into the holiday spirit sometimes until it's like too late. And honestly too, I feel like that's for a lot of holidays, like Easter too. I'll be like, after Easter's over, I'm like, oh, like, you know, like, I don't know, then all of a sudden my brain starts, all of these things start going, and I'm like, oh, we should do like these cute little, you know, Easter cupcakes, or we should do like something like, you know, something especially for that holiday, always like the day after, like the holiday. And so, you know, like that, or like 4th of July too. Like, we did do actually a good amount of stuff for 4th of July, I feel like, this year, because we had like those, my mom did those like games and stuff like that, and the food, you know, we set all that stuff up. Like, I love the holidays because I really love food, I guess, and like figuring out a lot of stuff. Like, I mean, and this year too, we did Caputo's catering for Christmas Eve, which is fine. We normally don't actually do a whole ton for Christmas Eve. Like, some years I'm like, yeah, I want to do something, and the other years I'm like, no, I totally don't. And this year was one of those years. But then, of course, like I said, it's the day after, and I'm like, oh, we should make something. Like, let's make a huge big, let's make a ham, and let's do turkey, and like all this stuff. But it's always after the holiday is actually over, I finally feel inspired to do it. It's really weird, but I told my dad that, and he's like, I feel the same way. He's like, it's always after the holiday that I feel like, you know, like, oh, we should go Christmas caroling. And obviously there's a pandemic, we can't really do all that stuff, but you know, like, you know, you just feel like inspired to do all of the traditions and things like that, even if it's not something you normally do. Like, we don't normally do that. We again went and saw lights this year, but we only ever done that one other year, really. Things you just, even if they're not your tradition, you're like, let's do that, let's turn that into a tradition. Like, you know, like I said, I'm like, now let's make all these different kind of cookies, and I'm like, wait a second, we did that already. But for some reason it just didn't feel very like holiday inspired. Like, it just sort of felt like I just did it, you know. But I don't know why. It's just, yeah, I feel like I'm waiting in anticipation for the holiday, and then once it's over, I feel like, oh, now let's do all of the things and stuff like that. And yeah, I don't know, but I feel like, honestly, I'm gonna be like, yeah, now I feel inspired, and then by the time that New Year's comes, like next weekend, I have to look at Jewel's ad, which is on Thursday. By Thursday I'll be like, I feel like exhausted, I don't want to do anything. And then, like, as soon as it's over, you know, on the 1st or the 2nd or whatever, I'll be like, let's get all the like stuff for, you know, New Year's and stuff like that all together, and then be like, oh yeah, actually it's over already. You know, like, I don't know, it just feels like it goes by too fast, and there's like not enough time to plan all the things that you want to do and stuff. And for me too, it's like when I get too overwhelmed like that, then I'm just like, okay, that's it, I'm done. Holidays over, I'm like, let's watch all the Christmas movies, and like I said, make all the cookies and do all the lights decorating and let's do more decorating and stuff like that. And I'm like, wait a second, the holidays are over. Still have New Year's and then that's pretty much it. But I'm gonna, like I said, I was gonna share with you guys my list and all of that stuff, but I guess I'm just gonna do that. I'll just share with you guys what I get tomorrow. So anyways, I will see you guys all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love it if you'd subscribe, and I'll see y'all very sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye, guys.